Well, today's the day. We've got about 24 hours left before the ceasefire with Iran expires. We now know why the news media is doing what they're doing, the reason they're going after the United States military, the reason that they're trying to discredit the United States Navy. Iran just put a cash bounty on American troops. Capture an American service member, take their life. Tehran says they'll pay you. Now think about what is happening at the exact same time. Americans are being fed stories claiming our Navy is running short on food. Our ships are struggling. Our sailors are miserable. And our military is falling apart. I spent 20 years in the United States Navy. I'm telling you, that kind of narrative is not harmless and it's not accidental. This is all planned. And the news media is helping Iran because Iran doesn't need the American media, looking out for Americans. Iran needs the American media taking orders from Tehran, getting talking points. And that's exactly what's happening. They need the news media broadcasting the same message that Iran desperately wants the world to believe. America's weak, our troops are vulnerable, our morale is breaking, and now Iran is putting money behind that message. So today, I'm going to show you why these stories are connected, why this information war may be far more dangerous than most Americans realize. Hit the like and subscribe button. We've got a lot to get through this morning before I go to my real job. But how many of you believe that the news media is complicit in this? I think I have proof that they are. This is an article from the Gateway Pundit, a great source here. You can see the little militia of young military, well, they're not military aged yet, but in that country they are. But here they have the Iranian army chief, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name. He's offering $30,000 for this. Army chief announced $30K reward, equivalent to around 5.6 billion tomans. That's their inflationary currency there. But this is what we expected. This is exactly what we expected out of these people. They're not nice people. I don't know how you play the game with them except getting dirty, and that's what it's going to take.
هر رزمنده عزیزی
See here?
یک آمریکایی رو بکشد یا دستگیر کنه تحویل بده به هر کدوم از یگانه‌های ارتش جمهوری.
So I'm not going to beat you into submission with his language, but this is why it's so dangerous to fall into these morality traps, these traps where basically the news media is doing what the Iranians want, the Iranian regime. That's what they want. They want this propaganda spread. And there's a lot of people on various platforms that will spread this propaganda in the way that it damages Americans, in a way that it damages morale. Somebody says, so you're saying American patriots should declare war on the media. I'm not saying declare war on the media. I'm saying once you recognize how the media works, then you understand the game. And it's pretty hard to win a game if you don't understand the rules. And that's exactly what's happening right now. Somebody said about $30K for every... Well, I can't say that you should go on the bounty hunt for that. That would get me in a lot of trouble. But what you're seeing is complete coordination. The news media, with the story that we covered last night about the United States Navy, this is how they get the word out. This is how they destroy morale.
We are back with a Fox News alert. So tomorrow marks the end of that 60-day ceasefire deadline between the U.S. and Iran. Iran's military is now reportedly putting out $30,000 bounties on U.S. soldiers. Meanwhile, Hamas leaders are reportedly telling Jared Kushner that they will demilitarize Gaza as President Trump's Board of Peace tries to salvage peace talks. All right, lots to get to here. Joey, we're going to start with, I guess, the ceasefire I don't know if we can even talk about it in those terms, right? So let's just talk about the current state of where we are with Iran and if peace talks are even on the table anymore, if that even means anything. Is that even meaningful? Now, perhaps in the Gaza situation, there's something that can be done there, probably more of a separate issue, although sometimes interconnected because of Iran's funding of these groups. But if we're talking about what Iran's going to do between now and midterms, we've had several experts on
the more damage that can occur there, and I say there, the battlefield now is on TVs. The battlefield now is on social media like YouTube, Facebook, all these other places. That's where the real battlefield is. The longer Iran can continue to push out this garbage narrative, and could you imagine if an American service member was captured? Could you imagine what the news media would do? Could you imagine what the Democrat Party would do and some of these other, I would say, figureheads? What will be nice this morning? Figureheads. If an American service member was captured, this would be, I don't know if you could survive the midterm elections if an American service member was captured. Let me know in the chat. What do you think?
Channel that have said things are probably going to get more violent. There's probably going to be more provocation from Iran. And that's not something we'd like to see. We don't want to see our service members in danger.
No,
but
of course not.
This could perhaps be the next iteration of what we're doing.
Yeah, I think it's a hurry up and wait game right now, which is something we say in the military a lot, which is like, let's rush to get this deal done. And then it's like it takes a lot longer to implement than it did to get it done.
There are rumors right now that President Trump has back channels set up with Iran to get the deal done, to get the ball across the line, so to speak. Now, I don't know how many of you believe that, but if that is the case, it's probably the best case scenario so that there's no negotiating done with the news media aware. Because I think with all of the leaks that we've seen, specifically with these senior level generals and officers leaking information about Air Force One, we know the leaks are there. It's just finding and plugging the leaks, which has really been the problem. Tina, did you see all the bikers roll into Dearborn? Every year after Sturgis, there's a big, massive bike rally that goes to Milwaukee. So I think that could be coordinated, and there's a lot of people that think that the bikers are headed to Dearborn. I hope they are, but I really think they're headed to Sturgis. I've been part of that Sturgis ride a couple of times, or headed to Milwaukee to the factory. So that's another topic. I haven't jumped in on that because I kind of got some information on the inside with a bunch of the bikers that I do know. Now, the other story I want to talk about that leads further into this Iran path is that the ceasefire is about to end. And I think with the ceasefire ending, Iran's got to make a decision. And I think the president may have to make a decision, which could lead to a lot more warheads on foreheads.
Ceasefire agreement with Iran is set to expire today.
Chief Foreign Correspondent Trey Inks joins us live from Tel Aviv with the details. Trey.
Yeah, hey guys, good morning. Today, the memorandum of understanding between the United States and Iran expires. It's been 60 days since it was signed, and reports indicate very little diplomatic progress to de-escalate tension in the region and reopen the Strait of Hormuz. International shipping data indicated only 5 cargo ships passed through the strait on Saturday and none on Sunday. This is due to Iran continuing attacks on vessels. A bulk carrier reported being hit by an unknown projectile on Saturday. A day prior, an Emirati oil vessel was also targeted. President Trump said this about the critical waterway on Friday.
After we finish defeating Iran, which is being very badly defeated. Pretty soon I'll be declaring the Hormuz Strait a territory of the United States. Essentially, that's what we have the.
If that were to happen, and the United States took control of the Strait of Hormuz, I think militarily we have the capabilities to do that. I think Iran has turned their allies against them. I mean, this is an image that Democrats would have as kryptonite. Look at all the law enforcement and first responders in the background. So this is going to scare, most Democrats couldn't even watch this part. But there's a poll in the chat I put there. The minute that the ceasefire ends, do you go back to airstrikes or do you keep negotiating? I'd love to see the turnout on this poll here because this is important. Here's a couple other ones here.
Where tensions remain high as the United States 60-day ceasefire agreement with Iran is set to expire today.
Chief Foreign Correspondent Trey Yinks just spoke with President Trump and joins us now from Tel Aviv. Trey.
Listen to this.
Yeah, hey guys, good morning. I just got off the phone with President Trump, who discussed the situation with Iran as the 60-day memorandum of understanding expires. The president told Fox News Iran should raise the white flag of surrender. He went on to say, I have no time schedule. I'm not in a hurry. The president indicating that the U.S. naval blockade is continuing to put new economic pressure on the Iranian regime, despite what the Iranians have said publicly. He said they're good poker players, but they're dying, and that the midterms in the United States have nothing to do with the president's thinking. Now, I asked.
Okay, so what's your opinion on this? What's your opinion on where we move forward? I saw something yesterday that someone in my Discord sent me that I think could change the entire game. And let me pull this up here. They are now in trouble with their own fuel supplies in Iran, which, I mean, this should tell you something's working. Northern Iran. Look at the line of cars waiting for gas in Iran. Let me turn the audio down here. Look at the line of cars. That's to get gas in Iran. So tell me that economic sanctions are not working while you watch this. Look at the line. This looks like the Carter administration whenever there were gas rations. This is from open source intel. What does that tell you about the Iranian economy? Gas supply. What does that say? Northern Iran gas queue. Guess where Northern Iran is? Tehran, the capital. This is monumental, guys. I mean, when you see something, it says, looks like the early 70s. I believe that was under the Carter administration, right? I mean, I was a kid whenever that happened. Let's see here. Demon's Row, good friend of mine. I know Demon's Row. Let's go something here real quick. This one's the one that scares me the most out of all of this. 58% of Democrats hold a positive view of socialism right now. Read that out loud and tell me that doesn't scare you. 58% of Democrats hold a positive view of socialism. To me, that says who they're voting for. That says who they are. That says what the Democrat Party has become. That is terrifying to realize. Let's go. Here we go. Democrats favor socialism over capitalism in this new poll. The survey of 2,200 adults. Democrats view socialism positively compared to 32% for capitalism. 50% holding negative views. Half the party sees the Democrat Socialist label favorably. especially younger, more liberal, blue-haired nose ring members. Fetterman called the shift the party embracing socialism, drawing pushback from the left, echoes from figures like Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear. He's probably going to run for president. He's going to run as a moderate Democrat, and we know he's not. So I'm going to grab some calls this morning. Love to get your opinion on some of this stuff here. The Iran situation, putting a bounty, an open bounty on American soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines. And then you've got actual members of the United States citizenry wanting to vote for, so it's not even voting for, it's voting for free stuff. You're basically voting to take what I own. You want to take what I own and, well, devalue it. You want inflation to rise. You want the cost of everything to go up. Vote for socialism. That's what you got to do. This is just a weird timeline that we're in. There's a clip in here that I need to find of Victor Davis Hanson was talking about this. And the way that socialism has just become the norm. Look at this. Our healthcare is socialism, Medicaid socialism, food supply is socialism, EBT is socialism, housing supply is socialism, Section 8 is socialism. So we have all of these governmental programs, and government programs are basically socialism. And none of these programs are run very well. None of them are what I would call fair. Medicaid, healthcare, food supply, EBT. I mean, think of all of these things, and if you're not white, you get them. Let's go Dawn in New York. What do you got, Dawn?
Yeah, the dork. You know, one hair on a service member's head that is harmed should be met with extreme retaliation. And I am curious what happened after the death of the 3 service members, or 4, I think it was 3 or 4. And President Trump said retaliation. What happened with that?
I don't know. And maybe some operation has occurred in the background that the general public is not privy to. But I mean, Iran has been very clear, putting a bounty on the president's head. Now they're putting the bounty on service members for being captured. Could you imagine what it would do to America if an American service member was captured right now?
Oh, it's unacceptable. And now I love President Trump and Pete, but I want to know what retaliation took place for the 4 service members that were killed. That's
a fair question.
Thank you. I just, because you know what? If that was my son or daughter, I'd be livid right now. Livid.
Well, let me ask you this. And this is what separates us from the Democrat Party and the Republican Party. You want answers for service members that were killed. You want to know the retaliation. The Democrat Party didn't give a crap about Laken Riley and didn't actually want an answer for Laken Riley's death, the young nursing student in Georgia. So you're demanding an answer from your own government, and you're a conservative. The Democrat Party just looks past it and just keeps moving on and says, bring more illegals. That's what separates us, Don.
Absolutely, Don. And you have a great morning.
God bless you. Take care.
I didn't want to be the first caller, but
God bless you. You take care. It's a Monday, August 17th. Iran has issued a bounty. They put up a wanted poster with an American service member's face on it. I don't know how the United States responds to this. Look at this. They just put up another billboard threatening American. Look at this. Isn't that peaceful? With the Statue of Liberty and all the Mamdanis holding up the flags in the background. I mean, has the Statue of Liberty fallen since we elected, or they elected a socialist mayor in there in New York City? Look at this other photo they put up of Trump in the casket. They put up Trump in a casket on a building in, I think, Tehran. This is who we're supposed to negotiate with? Look at that. How disgusting and vile is that? It's an image of an American soldier's decayed corpse in a uniform, decayed down to the bones. Is that who we're supposed to negotiate with? Look at that. It's even like pointing towards the Strait of Hormuz. Never mind all of the Marines that were killed in the barracks, Khobar Towers. Never mind all of the sailors that were killed on the USS Cole and all of these other attacks. Never mind that. When they tell you who they are, believe them. When the Democrat Party tells you who they are, believe them. They're not lying to you. Let me show you this. Now, this is a post from, and a lot of people don't like this guy, Benjamin Netanyahu. Benjamin Netanyahu posted on X an image of a billboard in, I believe this is in Israel. Says, "Don't let them win," which is the translation of this sign. And look whose image is on there with the Ayatollahs. You've got Khomeini, you've got the cardboard cutout, and you have Zohran Mamdani. This could be the most truthful post by Benjamin Netanyahu that I've seen. I think it's a very thin line. Oh, Beirut. You're absolutely right. Beirut, Daniel, Semper Fi. My apologies. This is telling. Iran found a way to defeat armor. Nothing. Man at all. By coming after the American people's sympathy, that is how we're defeated. The empathy and sympathy. We keep giving ground. Those images are damn telling when they have something up like that on the streets of their country, calling for the capture. Now does it make sense how important it was when that pilot went down and Trump and Hegseth moved hell and higher? They moved mountains literally to get that pilot out because of what would have happened, because what would have come. Look at that. These people are crazy, man. Democrats favoring socialism. If you want that here, keep it up because it's on its way, guys. It is on its way. And I don't know how we get around this. This is something interesting here. Trump confirms Iran back channel, warns Oman on Strait of Tensions. Fox News interview, Trump confirmed back channel communications with the IRGC, said he's no hurry in Iran matters as the 60-day ceasefire approaches expiration today. He warned the U.S. would bomb the S out of Oman if it obstructs efforts in the Strait of Hormuz. So he's going to bomb Oman. I don't know how we, man. Here we go. Listen to this. He's calling out Oman. They've played both sides of the coin. Listen.
Understanding expires. The president told Fox News Iran should raise the white flag of surrender. He went on to say, I have no time schedule. I'm not in a hurry. The president indicating that the U.S. naval blockade is continuing to put new economic pressure on the Iranian regime, despite what the Iranians have said publicly. He said they're good poker players, but they're dying, and that the midterms in the United States have nothing to do with the president's thinking. Now, I asked the president about these parallel talks that are taking place between Iran and Oman about control of the Strait of Hormuz. And the president told Fox News, if Oman gets in the way, we'll bomb the S out of them.
I think he's on a mission. Super chat from Bill Tong. You should do a video with summary of every attack on U.S. service members over the last 45 years. That would be a long video. Thank you for bringing us the news today. Thank you, Bill Tong. Really appreciate that. God bless you. Y'all go check out Bill Tong USA.
Boom shakalaka.
Well, I got my tumbler right here. Get you one of these tumblers from Anton. Next time you order some Biltong. Keeps coffee hot for days. But that's what's happening today, guys. This is escalations are headed back to the highway. Let's see here. Now, if we continue to allow this to happen, it's amazing how quickly this has changed. The apocalypse ensued to Spain. Second wave of, mostly peaceful invaders are rolling in. Look at that. If you want this to happen, all military-age men, they're probably Iranian as well. Probably Iranian. Look at them hitting them with the fire hoses. I think we need to do that to our protesters. But you better hook that up to the ocean because there's not enough water. Look at them just keep coming in, man. These people are crazy. Absolute crazy lunatics. I got a great troll sort of text message yesterday. Kind of strange, but hey, that's exactly what's happening. With that being said, we're out of here. I am headed to work. Let's dive the ship.
On the 1MC, pass the word. Dive, dive. Sound 2 blasts of dive alarm. Pass the word. Dive, dive.
Dive, dive. Dive, dive.
Here we go again.
Here we go again.
Same old song again.
Same old song again.
Marching down the avenue.
Marching down the avenue.
We don't know when we'll be through.
We don't know when we'll be through.
A long, long time ago.
Long, long time ago.
Heard it on the radio.
Heard it on the radio.
Sounds so good to me.
Sounds so good to me.
U.S. Navy submarine.
U.S. Navy submarine.
Recruiter just inside here.
Recruiter just inside here.
Turns out I gave them 5 years.
Turns out I gave them 5 years.
Had to get out of boot camp.
Had to get out of boot camp.
They won't like the smoking lamp.
They won't like the smoking lamp.
Now I'm a submariner.
Now I'm a submariner.
Rolling in the deep, sir.
Rolling in the deep, sir.
Top secret mission, hush, hush.
Secret mission, hush, hush.
No one's gonna find us.
No one's gonna find us.
6 months below the ocean.
6 months below the ocean.
I can't remember the sun.
I can't remember the sun.
Can't write my wife no letters.
Can't write my wife no letters.
And Tony's gonna get her.
Tony's gonna get her.
But I won't trade this life away.
I won't trade this life away.
Makes it worth the Navy pay.
Makes it worth the Navy pay.
If I can't be a bobblehead.
I can't be a bobblehead.
Might as well just be dead.
Might as well just be dead.
Long, long time ago.
Long, long time ago.
Heard it on the radio.
Heard it on the radio.
Sounds so good to me.
Sounds so good to me.
U.S. Navy submarine.
U.S. Navy submarine.
Say Riley, 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 Riley. Hey, sailor.
Hey, sailor.
Where have you been?
Where have you been?
I've been to Coral Sea.
I've been to Coral Sea.
Fighting for liberty.
Fighting for liberty.
Fighting for freedom.
Fighting for freedom.
Hey, sailor.
Hey, sailor.
Where have you been?
Where have you been?
I've been to Korea.
I've been to Korea.
Fighting for liberty.
Fighting for liberty.
Fighting for freedom.
Fighting for freedom.
Hey, sailor.
Hey, sailor.
Where have you been?
Where have you been?
I've been to Vietnam.
I've been to Vietnam.
Fighting for liberty.
Fighting for liberty.
Fighting for freedom.
Fighting for freedom.
Hey, sailor.
Hey, sailor.
Where have you been?
Where have you been?
I've been to Desert Storm.
I've been to Desert Storm.
Fighting for liberty.
Fighting for liberty.
Fighting for freedom.
Fighting for freedom.
Hey, sailor.
Hey, sailor.
Where have you been?
Where have you been?
I've been to Afghanistan.
I've been to Afghanistan.
Fighting for liberty.
Fighting for liberty.
Fighting for freedom! Fighting for freedom! Hey, sailor! Hey, sailor! Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to Iraq and back! I've been to Iraq and back! Fighting for liberty! Fighting for liberty! Fighting for freedom! Fighting for freedom! Hey, sailor! Hey, sailor! Where will you be? Where will you be? I'll be where I have to be! I'll be where I have to be! Fighting for liberty! Fighting for liberty! Fighting for freedom! Fighting for freedom! Live, cry, live, free! Cry, live, free! Live, cry, live, cry, live!
Okay, guys, gals, girls, this is Ben Dyke Show. Smash the like and subscribe on your way out the door. See you in the next one. Ben Dyke Show is out.
We could do boom shakalaka. We love the boom shakalaka, you know. Nobody booms and shakalakas as much as I do. I do it better than anybody. I invented it, believe it or not. A lot of people don't realize it.
Rock on, salute, God bless you. Bubbleheads forever. For anybody that says that they expect an hour show, Don, I know you're joking. I've got a real job. I got to get out of here. I got to go to my real job. And I want to say thank you for everybody tuning in. But yeah, some of us work for a living. You guys take care. I'll see you in the next one.